Alright, welcome back to more Elder Scrolls Online. Let's pick up, not where we stopped, but when we last broke off, we were at Bangkorai Gate and we were looking for the indecent Imperial. I realized I'd lost my way a little bit. I was trying to track where this crest with the stargazers goes, and when I came back, I couldn't find them. I ended up in the Mages Guild and another bar somewhere, but I wanted to follow this quest and try to complete it. So we spoke to Harry here again.
It appears that the serpent has gathered the bulk. Tradition holds that the mage, the warrior, and the thief are the guardian star signs. But the magical event, strange things, difficult to describe. I wouldn't rule it out, but I haven't had time to look into their claims. You're free to investigate, but be wary of a trap. The serpent could simply be baiting us. Last I heard, the women were still at the Crossroads Tavern here in Belkarth.
Alright, so if we want to investigate that further, we can read this one later. If we want to investigate that further, we'll have to look at Belkarth. What was that? Yeah, the Crossroads Tavern. And then after that, we can pursue the mission with the indecent Imperial. They're both related. But I wanted to start here in the city before going anywhere else. As usual, our voice may be sounding different, but that's what a cold does to you. Okay, so we're looking for some of the women in this place who may have been witnesses to some magical... This is a cooking fire. Is there an upstairs that we need to explore?
We all remember Anne and Pro went out to sea one day.
Everything here is considered stealing, so we'll just leave that alone.
The Apex Stone could be the key. If only I could get my hands on the tools those ancient priests possessed.
Okay, there's one there. That's not a lady, definitely. There's somebody else above, so there's a third level. Let's see if there's a third level and how to possibly get to it. Maybe it's outside, but this shows that there is somebody above. Elrod, that's the one that she wanted us to assist. But who is this? Stargazer Nudrin above. That's the one I'm trying to get to first. Let's see if we can find a way there. I definitely don't see a way to get upstairs. I'm gonna assume that's just a glitch for now. I'm gonna assume that's a glitch. So let's talk to Elrond.
Excuse me. Hara says you've joined our number. That's very exciting, because I believed I've discovered something that could help us understand who or what the Celestials really are.
I'm listening.
I've learned from certain ancient writings that this may not be the first time the Celestials have appeared in Craglorn. These legends describe a link between Mundus and the stars, right here in Craglorn. Apex stones, they call them.
How does that help us?
I know where to find one of these stones. A great Mundus stone dedicated to the Celestial Warrior. But it's locked deep in the ruins of Kardala. Only a Skystone amulet, the kind worn by ancient Nedic priests, can open the way.
So where do we find the Skystone amulet?
Many dwarven religious texts refer to a Dwemer site called Mitharnaz. A high priest named Arnming wrote that he wished to be buried there, among the Masters of the Heavenly Stone. His burial site is our best chance of finding a Skystone amulet.
Okay, what do you expect to learn from the warrior's Apex Stone?
Nedic writings talk about the Apex stones in a variety of ways, but they all agree that there is a connection between the stars and these stones. If we can understand that connection, perhaps we can find out how to stop the Celestials.
Okay. We still cannot get to the Stargazer who appears to be up there. They're up there and we get somehow, and we cannot get to them. Maybe it is outside?
Well?
Okay. Oh, here she is.
The Celestial Mage. In peace. You were at the observatory earlier, weren't you? I thought I saw you talking to Hara. Are you going to visit the tavern? If so, watch out for 2 lunatic high elves. I don't know if they're dangerous, but you can never tell.
What are you talking about?
The 2 high elves inside the tavern claim, quite loudly in fact, that they are aspects of the mage. The very celestial that fell from our starry skies. I took my drink and came out here. My companion, not so lucky.
They want something?
They're asking the Stargazers to help them put the pieces back together, or some such nonsense. Even offered to let me touch some strange relic to see the truth. But let me tell you, nothing good has ever come from touching strange relics.
Okay, thanks for the information. We'll look into it.
When the High Elves approach you, remember that I warned you. Those women have a strange way of spotting anything related to the Stargazers. And guess what? If you're working with Hara, you're related to us now.
Can you tell me anything more about these high elves?
They've been making a nuisance of themselves in Belkarth for the last few days. Claim they need to speak to Hara of the Stargazers immediately. Of course Hara hasn't been available, so they came here to wait.
Okay. So this is very curious. It looks like we're getting missions that are meant to be multiplayer.
And this is why you should inform this Hara of yours immediately. It is urgent that we speak to her. Yes, we are wasting time repeating ourselves to a lackey.
I'm trying to understand what you just told me. There are other versions of you elsewhere in Craglorn?
As we explained, and with exceptional clarity, we are merely aspects of the one you call the Celestial Mage. Even as we stand here, the Serpent seeks to control us all. Even now he gathers our aspects to use as his own, assembling them into a false mage who is entirely in his control.
Yes, of course. Whatever you say. I'll talk to Hara, but I can't make any promises. The constellations have disappeared from the sky, and we have other things to deal with right now. Good God, these high elves are mad.
The stars shine before him, pleading for help, and he's too busy looking at the empty sky to realize it. A drink, then, to ease our patience. You, mortal servant, deliver us your finest... what's the word? Ale?
Ale? But the brewer serves drinks in the other room.
What the hell was that? Oh, probably this guy doing something. Okay, let's talk.
Ah, you're here at last. Do not be confused. We foresaw your arrival. The one who has walked across the plains and faced down gods. Or do we speak of things still to come? Time is much more fluid among the stars.
You seem to know who I am, but I don't think we've been properly introduced.
We are the one you call the Celestial Mage, or at least two aspects of a larger whole. The serpent shattered us, weakened us. He plans to control us piece by piece, aspect by aspect.
How did such a thing happen?
Hold still but a moment and we will show you. Witness the treachery of the serpent.
Okay.
You won't win, Malazar. I am too strong for you.
You underestimate me, Vala. I have more tricks at my disposal than you could ever imagine. I have drawn you out of your apex stone and made you vulnerable. I know the power you wield. I am not fool enough to try to swallow you whole, but a piece at a time.
I will not let you do this. I will stop you.
Protest as you will, but I have already won.
Okay, I guess they're telling the truth after all.
Now you know what the serpent has done to us. How he split us into pieces. He intends to locate our weakened aspects and forge them into a being he can control. One poisoned by his corruption. You must find our aspects before the serpent does.
What do you need me to do?
Take this relic, the Seeker's Sight. It is a compass of sorts, one that is connected to all aspects of the mage. But like the mage, the relic is broken. When you repair it, it will recognize our other aspects and lead you to them.
So how do we fix the Seeker's Sight?
When we fell from the sky, the 3 gems that power the Seeker's Sight were lost. You will need to retrieve these gems to make use of the relic.
Okay, we'll find the gems.
Thank you. With the Seeker's Sight restored, we can locate our other aspects before the serpent takes control of them. When you finish mending the Seeker's Sight, meet us at the winery outside of Belkarth. We will wait for you there.
Okay. In the meantime, I want to take some of this radish. But we'll get a bounty for it, so it's not worth it. Alright, now we can pick up where we stopped, but it looks like this is a multiplayer plus section of Tamriel, because a lot of things seem to be group related. I need to do some more research and figure that out. So the mission that has to do with the stargazers is, I think it's quite long. Probably will finish it just in time to start Morrowind. Let's see here. Let me make sure that we still have... Yeah, oh yeah, the boon is still there. I was about to say it looks like when you sign out. Okay, let's go for it. That was impressive. I actually expected the Clanfear to die way earlier than he did. I think we just wandered into a place we really don't want to be. Okay, so I wonder who's protecting this gem here. Just a bunch of crocs, not bad. Okay, now we need to go get the third and last gem. What's this up here? Did we discover it? Person's Haunt. Everything here seems to be group-based in Craglorn. Let's hope it won't make it impossible for us to complete the boss challenges. Because usually when something is labeled group, that's for a good reason. It's because the difficulty is usually much higher. Where are we? First, let's see if we can discover this. If we can get this without fighting, we should. On second thought, though, this place has a ton of nice loot, so I'm gonna fight them. There's just so much loot here. There's just so much loot here. Three on three. Nice. They put up a good fight, but there's just too much provisioning stuff here to leave. So basically they got killed for their food. Look at all the goodies here. This spot is a provisioner's dream. We better grab and get out before they come back. Let's take the poultry. More stuff here. Okay, that was some awesome looting we just did right there. Let's go discover this delve and put it on the map. Seems that's not the way to go. Yeah, looks like we'll have to trek all the way back this way until we get to the road, then we can discover this delve and the Way Shrine. Did we put this on the map? Let me just make sure we did. Yeah, I think we discovered the Boreal anomaly. Wait a minute. Okay.
Keep your weapon sheathed. I won't hurt you.
We found this. Now let's see if we can put this delve on the map. Okay, discovered as well. Okay, now we need to head back to to meet the mage's aspects. This is definitely a grouped area. There are so many powerful enemies. It's a good thing we can just sprint. Apparently we can't mount here, so...
The Scaled One grows stronger. Another part of us has been lost. The snake eats and never grows full. His hunger is endless. Our time grows short. But the mortal has returned with the Seeker's sight. Then converse with our helper. If the serpent continues to feast, no power will be able to stand against him.
Such awesome loot. Okay, now... let's talk to her and see what's up.
You have restored the gems to the Seeker's sight. Good. But we are running out of time. The Scaled One has found another of our aspects. We felt her turn. He is creating a corrupted version of ourselves. And this lost one grows ever stronger.
What else do you need me to do?
We cannot use the Seeker's sight to find the other aspects. Not until the gems are recharged with magicka. Until that is accomplished, the relic is useless.
How do I recharge the gems?
Without the mage to control the ebb and flow, magicka seeps through cracks all across Craglorn. Look for places where the magicka is so dense, you can see it and charge the gems there. Meet us at the Stargazer's observatory when you have finished. Hara has finally agreed to see us, and we will meet with her soon. Do not delay. The enemy grows strong and time is not on our side.
Yeah, I'm aware of all that, but this quest better take an interesting turn because it's starting to feel like fetch after fetch after fetch. So it better take an interesting turn soon.
This won't do. This just won't do at all.
Are you kidding me? Yep, this is a group-based quest. This one is it's a group-based quest, so we cannot complete this by ourselves. We cannot complete it by ourselves. All right, we're about half an hour in, so let's take a break. When we come back, we'll decide what we're gonna do next. We'll be seeing you soon.